The Age of Exploration, spanning from the 15th to the 17th century, stands as one of the most transformative periods in human history. It was a time when daring navigators ventured into the unknown, driven by curiosity, ambition, and the desire for riches. These brave explorers not only expanded our understanding of the world, but also reshaped global history. Today, we'll take a closer look at the navigators who changed the world forever, their groundbreaking voyages, and the lasting impact of their discoveries. The Age of Exploration was fueled by a combination of factors. The Renaissance had sparked a thirst for knowledge, leading to advances in cartography, shipbuilding, and navigation. The development of instruments like the astrolabe and the magnetic compass enabled sailors to traverse uncharted waters with greater precision. Moreover, European nations were eager to expand their trade networks, bypass intermediaries, and gain direct access to lucrative markets in Asia and Africa. The promise of wealth from spices, gold, and new trade routes drove these nations to send their bravest men into the vast unknown. The journey begins with Prince Henry of Portugal, often called Henry the Navigator. Although he never sailed on expeditions himself, his contributions to the Age of Exploration were monumental. Prince Henry established a school of navigation in Sagres, Portugal, where he brought together the best cartographers, shipbuilders, and sailors of the time. His efforts led to early expeditions along the west coast of Africa, laying the groundwork for future explorers to venture further into the Atlantic and beyond. No discussion of the Age of Exploration would be complete without Christopher Columbus. Born in Genoa, Italy, Columbus set out under the sponsorship of Spain to find a westward route to Asia. In 1492, he made landfall in the Caribbean, mistakenly believing he had reached the Indies. While Columbus never found the riches of Asia, his voyages opened the Americas to European exploration and colonization, marking the beginning of a new era in world history. His legacy remains controversial, but there's no denying the profound impact of his expeditions. Portugal's Vasco da Gama was the first European to successfully reach India by sea. In 1498, after navigating around the southern tip of Africa, da Gama arrived in Calicut, India, opening a direct sea route to Asia. This achievement not only established Portugal as a dominant trading power, but also signaled the end of Arab control over the spice trade. Da Gama's journey had far-reaching consequences, solidifying the importance of maritime trade routes in shaping global economies. Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese navigator sailing under the Spanish flag, led the first expedition to circumnavigate the globe. Setting sail in 1519, Magellan's fleet faced immense challenges, including treacherous seas, mutinies, and dwindling supplies. Although Magellan himself was killed in the Philippines, his crew completed the journey in 1522, proving that the Earth was round and that it was possible to sail around the world. This monumental voyage changed humanity's perception of the planet and cemented Magellan's place in history. John Cabot, an Italian explorer sponsored by England, was among the first Europeans to explore North America's eastern coastline. In 1497, Cabot landed somewhere in present-day Canada, claiming the land for England. His exploration paved the way for future English ventures into the New World, ultimately shaping the course of history in North America. While not navigators in the traditional sense, Hernán Cortés and Francisco Pizarro played significant roles during this era by exploring and conquering vast territories in the Americas. Cortés famously overthrew the Aztec Empire in present-day Mexico, while Pizarro defeated the Inca Empire in South America. These conquests brought immense wealth to Spain, but also led to the devastation of indigenous cultures. The Age of Exploration wouldn't have been possible without groundbreaking technological advancements. One of the key innovations was the caravel, a nimble and sturdy ship capable of long voyages. Its triangular sails allowed it to sail against the wind, making it ideal for navigating uncharted waters. Additionally, maps became increasingly accurate during this period, thanks to advancements in cartography. Early explorers relied heavily on portolan charts, which provided detailed coastlines and landmarks. The dissemination of knowledge through the printing press further accelerated the spread of navigational techniques and discoveries, enabling future explorers to build on the successes of their predecessors. Exploration brought immense economic changes, heralding the rise of global trade networks. The establishment of maritime trade routes allowed for the direct exchange of goods between continents. Europe imported valuable commodities like spices, silk, and porcelain from Asia, while exporting textiles, weapons, and manufactured goods. The Columbian Exchange, a term used to describe the widespread transfer of plants, animals, and cultures between the Americas and the Old World, transformed economies and diets worldwide. Crops like potatoes, maize, and tomatoes were introduced to Europe, while wheat, sugarcane, and livestock were brought to the Americas. However, this exchange also brought devastating consequences, including the spread of diseases like smallpox, which decimated indigenous populations. While the Age of Exploration is often celebrated for its achievements, it also had a darker side. The arrival of Europeans in the Americas led to the exploitation and subjugation of indigenous peoples. Entire civilizations were wiped out, and many others were forcibly assimilated into colonial systems. The transatlantic slave trade emerged as a direct result of European expansion. Millions of Africans were forcibly taken from their homelands and subjected to inhumane conditions on plantations in the New World. This legacy of exploitation and inequality continues to have repercussions today. The Age of Exploration reshaped the world in ways that are still evident today. It marked the beginning of globalization, connecting distant continents and cultures. European empires expanded their influence, leading to the establishment of colonial territories in Africa, Asia, and the Americas. The scientific discoveries made during this period also revolutionized our understanding of the world. Exploration inspired innovations in navigation, astronomy, and geography, laying the foundation for the modern scientific method. The legacy of these navigators extends far beyond their lifetime. Figures like Columbus, Magellan, and Gama are celebrated in textbooks, statues, and national holidays. Their voyages inspired countless others to dream of exploring the unknown, sparking a spirit of adventure that continues to drive human progress. However, it's also essential to recognize the complexities of their legacies. While their achievements are remarkable, the consequences of their actions, particularly for indigenous peoples and enslaved populations, cannot be overlooked. Understanding this duality allows us to appreciate their contributions, while acknowledging the profound impact of colonization and exploitation. The Age of Exploration was a pivotal chapter in human history, defined by courage, ambition, and discovery. Navigators like Prince Henry, Columbus, Magellan, and Gama forever altered the course of history, connecting continents and shaping the modern world. Their voyages expanded the boundaries of human knowledge and paved the way for globalization. Yet, this era was not without its complexities. The impact of exploration was both transformative and destructive, bringing progress to some and suffering to others. As we reflect on the achievements of these navigators, it's crucial to approach their stories with a balanced perspective, one that celebrates their contributions while acknowledging the challenges and consequences of their journeys. The Age of Exploration reminds us of humanity's unyielding curiosity and determination to push the boundaries of what's possible. It's a testament to the enduring power of exploration and the profound ways it can shape our world.